Recently my teacher has made a post, and it was so lonely I couldn't help myself making an episode out of it. So, 5 fundamental principles of the Stanislavski system. Truth is the backbone of the whole system. It is the main principle. It is necessary to learn to distinguish the stage truth from a lie and to subordinate all your creativity to this requirement. It is necessary to develop the habit of constantly comparing the performance of any creative task, even the simplest exercise, with the truth of life itself, without copying it in a straightforward and naturalistic way. Not forgetting that Stanislavski by truth meant the truth of the author's fiction, the truth of artistic fiction. It is necessary to forget about such words during work as approximately, in general, to stop doing theatrical stuff, slapstick shows, fooling around and pretending. This is the real way towards true theatricality, living, natural, organic. But this does not mean that you can pull from life on the stage or into the frame everything that comes to mind. It is important to be able to make the necessary selection. And here the second important principle of the system comes to the rescue. The doctrine of super-objective. There is a statement that the super-objective is the same as the idea. This is incorrect. The striving for a goal is not yet a super-objective. Why then invent a new term? The super-objective is for which directors want to introduce their idea into people's minds, what the artist ultimately strives for. This is their most cherished, most precious, most essential desire. It is ideological activity, purposefulness, passion in the strive for the assertion of the ideals and the truths most dear to the artist. Keeping in mind the super-objective, using it as a compass, the artist will not make mistakes in the selection of material, technical means, and means of expression. The super-objective is the goal orientation for which the artists want to introduce their idea into people's consciousness, and it must be conscious, emotional, and strong-willed. The principle of activity and action, which affirms the action as the causative agent of stage emotional experiences and the main material in the performing arts. We say that one cannot play artistic images and passions, but one must act in artistic images and passions of the role. Action is the integrated psychophysical process. Physical action is the whole doctrine or the whole concept of the inseparability of the physical and mental in the body of a human artist. K.S. claimed that the connection of soul with body is inseparable, cared about the real physical life of the play, talked about the techniques of the actresses shifting the attention to the life of their body. that it is necessary to persistently adhere to the salutary line in the role's life of human body. Action is the unity of thought, feeling, a whole set of appropriate physical movements and words. The stage emotions are only an attribute of the action. And action is the vehicle of everything that makes up the acting. The action consists of three components: psychological, physical, word. This principle becomes the screw on which the whole practical part of the system rotates. This is the method of working on a role, namely the method of active analysis of a play and a role. Those who did not understand this principle did not understand the whole system, Stanislavski wrote. Studying the system, it is not difficult to understand that all methodological and technological guidelines are aimed at one goal: to awaken the natural human essence of their performers to organic creativity in accordance with their super objective. The principle of organicity in creative work. There should be nothing artificial, nothing mechanical in the creative work of a director-actor. Everything in art must obey the requirements of organicity. Transfiguration is the fifth decisive principle of the system. The final stage of the performing arts, the creative process, is the creation of a stage or screen artistic image through organic, creative transfiguration into this image. Where there are no artistic images, there is no art. The principle of transfiguration is one of the most important in the system. The actors or performers must, based on work of an author, put themselves in the given circumstances of a role and start out of themselves in working on the role. Transfigure in the artistic image and be characteristic. That is, to become different while remaining yourself.